So I just went to the Snowball. And if you look at that playlist that I made, you know, then you'll know why I went to the Snowball. But yeah, like, you know, look at this. Oh man, they don't make those like that. Only there. It's good. Liberty County Snowball. That's the only place I will go, even though last time I had somebody try to do some weird shit. But I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you a story that, you know, that I was telling you I fell in love, and there was some weird shit on the internet that happened, and it was fucking weird, man. So anyways, there was this package that got delivered to my house randomly. And like, I looked at it and I thought, oh look, it's a mirror. And so it's a mirror for your vehicle. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna put it in my vehicle. So it got mailed to me and stuff. I don't know who it belongs to. And so I put the mirror in my vehicle, and I was like looking at my face and stuff. And then I go on to the internet and I go to this website, and then there it was. Somebody was talking about the mirror that I had taken, and that they were watching me in the mirror. It was like one of those mirrors, you know, you put in your overhead, the thing to cover the sun. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Somebody's spying on me in the mirror. And it freaked me out. And so, like, I broke open the mirror, and there was like a little camera. It was one of those mirrors, like two-side mirrors. And it was like a little camera, and the person that sent me the package was looking at me in my vehicle. And they told me it was like a woman. And I was like, what the fuck? A woman is looking at me in my overhead mirror. And yeah, like, I was like, what the fuck, man? And so I started feeling strange, man. Because I received a package. But then, like, then there was something else that happened. And they were trying to explain to me. Because Hitman Mr. Winkers was working. I don't know who he worked for. But the people that were targeting me, they were working for someone else. And Hitman Mr. Winker was working for another people. And he said, the woman is looking at you through the mirror in the camera. She is somebody that you know. And I was like, what the fuck? Who is that person looking at me in the mirror? He said, this person of interest has been watching you for a long time, and they're allowing her to use this technology on you to watch you. I said, be careful what you post on the internet, because she's watching what you're saying. I was like, really? I was like, it's just the overhead mirror with the camera. I was like, it was like one of those spycraft stuff, you know, that spies use. And I didn't even know I had a camera, but somebody was playing with me, and they sent me a message, and they said, "We're watching you in that mirror." I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, Mr. Winkers was like, "We know who the person is, but we're not sure completely what is going on here." Because there are two things that are happening at once. They do the alarm systems, and we do the reverse engineering. Because there's conflict between two agencies. And I was like, really? Like, yeah, man. We're gonna show you information, and you will get in trouble for having that information, and because they don't want you to know what's going on. And he said, whenever you have this stuff happen to you, and you have somebody telling you what's going on, then yeah, you're gonna get in trouble for noticing, for knowing what's actually happening. You're gonna get in like big trouble. They're gonna threaten you and all kinds of stuff. I was like, man, that sucks. And so I was like there, and I was looking, and I was like, it was like weird, man. It was weird. But there was a website that I went to, and it said, did you ever experience these symptoms? If so, can you please tell us? I was like, yeah. But like, you know, I didn't tell them. I was just like, whoa, man, this is weird, because it's a website, and it has all this stuff, and it's showing you what they used on the people. And they were having like a meeting in Congress referring to the technology that was being used on people. And the agent said, you know where this problem came from? It came from somebody was really upset. They were watching something, and then something else happened. You know, they were like, the Truman Show? The Truman Show? Well, that was what was going on. This dude, he said he was watching a tomato, and a bunch of people were watching this tomato. And that was like a code word for a person. The tomato was the person. And he said now we saw a problem. We saw something that we didn't like in the story of the tomato. And we can't fix it because we're just watching, and we thought that more funny stuff was gonna happen, and then something really fucked up happened. And the tomato is there, but nobody wants to watch the tomato anymore. Is there something really fucked up happened with the tomato? It's like they were watching the Truman Show, and this is really fucked up. This is really weird shit that I'm trying to talk to you about. This is what a spy said. Like, they encrypted the information. They wouldn't let anybody see and what they were talking about. And then it got decrypted, and the person that saw all the stuff that they were revealing, the communication that we had, they got really pissed off, and they said, oh my god, this website needs to get deleted. That's the enemy. The enemy got upset. It was like, delete the website, delete everything. And like the company got mad at me, and they were like, you better leave this website, because they want to destroy the company, and we don't even know who they are. All we know is It's a group of people that know a lot about you. And I was like, really? Like, yeah. But like, we can't have you on the website because they're threatening the website. Yeah, this happened to me with two websites. Two websites, big companies. Like billionaires, like billionaire websites. And so I got kicked off those websites, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what am I gonna do with my spare time? I can't get famous because the website won't let me get famous, because they say that there's people that are doing shit to them for having me on their platform. And I was just like, what? But like, for real, folks, that's the story of the Mirror. The Mirror, overhead mirror.